So the first thing I'm getting is a male saying head, head, head. There's something wrong with the head hurts. I don't know if that would make any sense. But I'm also saying like, it was very fast with the passing, but there's something with the head as well. And I feel like a little nauseous too, like so the head, there was like some kind of a headache or something going on with the head. Would that make any sense? And you
It could if it's my brother.
Okay. Because I'm getting like head, head, head. They're not saying like the relationship to you yet, but I'm getting like a male coming in going, my head hurts. Like the head really, really hurts. There's like a lot of like pressure and pain in the head. And I just feel like it went really, really fast when that person passed away. Like almost like they had this pain in their head and then boom, they were gone. Like before you knew it, they were gone. But the head is pressure.
Okay.
Would that make sense with your brother with pressure in the head?
Yeah, he was in a car accident, had a head injury.
Okay. All right, that would probably make, because it was very fast. This was not like an illness.
Yeah.
Like this was very
Correct.
fast. Like, because it's not like he's like, I was not sick. This happened, and the neck and the head were both affected, and it feels very painful. My first time. I feel like this is one of the first times he's come through. Does this make sense? First time. I don't know if he's come through before.
He doesn't come very often.
Okay.
I think maybe once or twice he's come through.
He said he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to talk about it before. Didn't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But he said, now I am. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
He said this was not his fault. It was not his fault with the accident. He said it was not his fault. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like somebody else hit him or something else happened, but he's saying like it wasn't his fault. He didn't cause the accident. He's saying he didn't cause it. Does that make any sense to you, yes or no?
I'm not sure.
Okay. He's saying something about single, so that means he was the only driver?
He was alone.
Okay. And then he's saying single car, so was there another car involved or not? Okay, so he's saying single and then he's saying single again, so he means like only driver, and he's also saying like there was another car, so he hit something or something hit him, but he's like basically saying like he was alone, and he was like saying like there was like no other car, I don't see any other car, I don't see headlights or anything like that.
He was going around a corner.
Okay.
He was, assuming, driving too fast. I don't
Yeah.
know. Not sure how it happened.
But he's saying like he didn't cause it, even though it sounds like
He was like 2 blocks from home.
Yeah. So I'm
So
trying
it's
to, I
unintentional.
almost want to say, like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
I said he was only like 2 blocks from home, so it wasn't anything that was intentional.
Right, exactly. So that's what he's trying to say is like, it's really weird because it almost sounds like, okay, so he didn't do something right, didn't pay attention or whatever, but he's saying I was alone and there wasn't any other car involved. So it's almost like something grasped his attention somewhere else or something like that. And I also feel like, was it windy? Really, really windy? Do you know at the time?
I don't know.
Okay, he's saying there's something about windy or something like on the windshield or windy or windshield. Like I feel like there was something with windshield or windy like that got stuck on the windshield or threw off his vision because he's like, he drove fast, correct, but he was a careful driver.
Yeah, but Wendy, my parents lived on a road called Windy Lane, which was not far from where he lived.
Oh, really? Oh my
Where
God.
he passed from, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow, because he's like,
it was within 2 miles of Windy Lane.
oh my God. So this is definitely your brother. He's like doing more validations, like he's saying windy, windy, windy. So, but I feel like also there was something on the windshield too, but I didn't know if it was windy that day.
He got thrown out of the car.
Okay, that would make sense. There he's like windshield, windy, and then he's like, okay, so he's just trying to tell me what happened to him right now, which is very common. Oh wow. And he said you have been talking to him, so you've been developing and talking to him, and so you do hear him. He said you do hear me and see me, and you're doing really, really well with that. He said he's very proud, and he said you are going to be where you need to be with that. And he says, I know you need to help other people. And you're going to form some kind of a family loss thing, a program. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Was that a plan?
No, but I know that's not to form specifically, but I know that's the people that I will help.
Okay, because it's like a family, a loss program, so whether it's gonna be like, that's what you target for helping people, because you're developing your gifts, and I feel like I already know you're gifted, because I've known you from the past, but I feel like that is like something he's telling me that you're going to do.
Okay.
And that's gonna help you heal. That will help you heal. And he said it went well the other day. Were you working with somebody the other day on something? It went well. He knows. It went well. If you can think of that.
I did a meditation kind of regression type deal. That did go very well.
Oh, good. Did you get a lot of information from that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Messages from the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it wasn't just a meditation. He said it was like messages. You got some messages.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. Good for you. He knows about this, and he's proud of you with your development. So, I know he's coming before, but your husband's like, do you have time for me too?
You better show up.
I know he's coming before. I don't remember how he passed because I don't keep notes on clients, but he's like, do you have time for one more? I'm like, okay, don't worry, I got you, buddy. He said you had an experience with me the other day that was very profound.
Yeah.
And he's not talking about his passing yet. He's just saying, do you know what I'm talking about? It was very, very profound. It was very big. It was very in front of you. What was that experience that you had?
That was during the regression. It was the previous life we had together.
Oh, wow. And you felt him, you saw him, you heard him in the regression. It was like you were together again.
Yeah.
In a different dimension, but you were together again, he said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said, you're doing this all for me, and I appreciate and love you for it.
I love him too.
He said there was an accident or something that happened to him that was like an accident to him. Like it wasn't supposed to happen with his passing. But he was sick. He was sick though. He was sick, but it was like a fluke. He said something about a fluke or an accident or a fluke. He's saying it's a fluke. Does that make any sense to you? Not an accident, a regular accident. There's something something wrong with him. He was sick. But he's saying the way that it came down was a fluke. Does that make any sense? Like it was misdiagnosed or anything like that?
Oh, well, yeah, he was misdiagnosed from the beginning. For a couple of years before we found out he was sick, he had been misdiagnosed.
By two places. Like two places. Were there like two hospitals, two doctors or something?
Yeah, actually, because he was misdiagnosed up in Mass and then came down to Florida and was diagnosed. But, you know, he got sick several different times. You know, the first time he was sick with colon cancer, and then the second time it was laryngeal cancer.
Because I'm going to tell you, I feel the pain in my lower abdominal area too. So is that where most of his pain resided? I just saw an orb fly by you, I think.
Not surprising. There's a lot
he's flying around you at home.
Yeah, he's here all the time.
Yes. So, wow. I got the pain in this abdominal area, so it feels painful to me too, because he's like, here, he's pumping to me. So,
yeah, they originally told him it was a hernia, and it was cancer.
Oh my God. But was it two misdiagnoses before you got the one in Florida? Because it's like two times before, like he was misdiagnosed. They said it was something else.
Yes, because at first they said it was a hernia, and then they said it was lymphoma, but it was colon.
Okay. Yeah, because he's like, it was like, he said all these specialists, all these people, he said nobody got it. Nobody understood.
Right. Yeah, we went to doctors, and they kept going. We don't know what's wrong.
He's very angry because he feels like he could have still been here if it was diagnosed properly. And there's something about within a year, or 1.5 now, I think with 1.5 years, he's been gone 1.5. There's an M, right? M in his name?
Yeah, yeah.
What's his name?
Mark.
Mark. Okay. That's right. Okay. Why is there another child involved? Did you have a grandbaby?
I have several grandbabies.
There's a new one he knows about?
I hope to God not. I hope to God not.
He's like, there's another baby. Not you, but I'm hearing like another baby coming.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're like, great. You're gonna have like the Brady Bunch there. Okay. He's like, seriously, he goes, I'm so upset. He's like, because I know that I should be there. I know that if they caught it, I would have been, he wasn't feeling well for a while. He says, I know if they caught, he kept on saying, there's something else wrong. There's something else wrong. It was either him or you, but I'm hearing, there's something else wrong.
He kept saying for years, probably a good 5 years before they even diagnosed him with the hernia, he kept saying, there's something wrong. I know there's something wrong. You know, and the doctors are going, there's nothing wrong. And then on his last, after the laryngeal cancer, they said he was clear. We went for an appointment, but we wound up in the ER, and the ER said all of his scans look good. We went home, and I was like, no, there's something wrong. This isn't right. So I emailed his doctor, and I said, you need to go back and look at these x-rays. And he called me the next day and said, yeah, it's back, and it's terminal now.
Was there anybody else that you want me to try to connect to in spirit, that real quick, to see if they're here?
If you can get hold of my mom. She's my stepmom, but she's my mom, so.
Everything hurts when I connect to her. Like the whole body hurts. Like, so it feels like an illness throughout the whole body. But there's definitely like some crippling pain in her body.
Uh-huh.
She's just saying everything hurts, everything hurts.
Yeah, she was better before she passed.
She wanted to go. She wanted to pass. She's happy that she's there. She doesn't have any pain anymore. But I feel like it spread. It was just throughout the whole body. It just everything.
She had COPD.
Yeah, it feels almost like something is like grabbing her muscles or her bones, and like it's just so painful.
Yeah, it was at the end. You know, she got to where she couldn't walk, and it was hard for her.
She said, yes, I am your mother. She looked at you like
I know.
you had a biological mother, but like she was your mother. Like I don't know what happened with your own mother, but I don't feel like there was anything really there, or it wasn't very much involvement at all. But she said, you know, she never looked at you any different than her child. And then she's saying something about 9, that she died like 9 years ago, September, anything with 9 that makes any sense with her.
She died in October.
Or you.
And she died 6 years ago.
Okay. She's saying 9, 9, 9.
9. Mark's birthday's in September.
Oh, remember I was saying the 6 before? You said, what did you say about 6 years? Maybe they were all merging. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, some of the numbers didn't make sense before, but okay. Mark's birthday's in 9, and the 6 doesn't make any sense to you right now, right?
Right.
Okay, that's fine. So we're going to taper down in a minute. So she's definitely here. She's letting you know she's okay. She went, she's like, I love it over here. I don't have to do anything. I can walk around. I feel great. Pain release out of my body the moment that we identified her. She says she's doing okay. I'm with him. So she's with a male. I'm not sure who it is, but she's saying like she's with a male. He took her over. Some kind of fatherly figure. I don't know if it's your dad or whatever, or just it's her dad.
Not
Actually, she said her dad.
Okay. I said it's not my dad.
Yeah, because she said it's her dad. She just corrected me. So she's like, she's doing okay. She wants to tell you that she loves you. And there's an S. Is there an S in her name at all?
Her name is Stella.
Okay. Stella?
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So she's definitely giving me some validation. So she's good.
Yeah.
She's really good. So I'm glad she came through for you.